Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm Cindy Burbano in for Carolina Sanchez. And tonight, it's all about keeping that flame alive. From creams to lingerie, it's getting hot in here. I'm getting a little thirsty. I think I need to join my man, Will, from Kiss Restaurant. Will, tell me a little bit about what we have right here.
Right here, we have, this is called the Irreplaceable. This drink is made for every one of us who is irreplaceable tonight,
Yes, we are.
Right, so it's gonna have a little Ciroc in it, it's gonna have a little Gifford, it's gonna have a little lavender in it. It's a little floral taste.
I like it already. I need to taste it. I need to taste it.
Have at it, mama.
Okay, I'm doing this for everybody at home. You're gonna have to tell us how to make it in a little bit, okay?
I gotcha.
But first, do you feel that maybe your sex life is a little boring? No worries. We got you. You know why? I got my experts back here. It's getting hot and spicy. All the tips on how to get it going in the bedroom coming up next.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Cindy Burbano, and I have a group of ladies here tonight. We are talking how to keep it sexy in the bedroom. We got our friend Kat, owner of Renew Body Contour and Med Spa, our lingerie stylist, Frida, and Dr. V, friend of the family. Okay, how do we keep it hot, spicy, sexy in the bedroom?
Well, one of the reasons that people lose the spicy sexy is because they let the everyday kind of take over. And you forget when, especially if you've been with somebody for a really long time,
right?
You forget how interesting it is to be with someone, and you stop wooing them. So I'm here to tell you, there are different ways that you can continue to woo your partner, continue to be interested, continue to keep that spark alive, even if you've been together for over a year, 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah, because you think like you know everything, but I believe that exploring everybody's life or like body and what they like, it could like turn it on. But you, I know, Kat, was telling me behind the scenes, there's some creams, there's some things, there's some stuff we can do to spice it up.
Absolutely. You know, unfortunately, our body is just like our face. Our face is like our vagina. You know, I hate to say it, but it's true.
Well, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me just say that.
Radiant.
I'm just saying, so young and beautiful, so youthful.
Yes. As our face ages, so does everything else on our body, you know, and nobody realizes, or they don't take the time to realize that, oh my gosh, there's options out there to do skin tightening, not just the face, but for the vagina.
Our vagina's aging?
Oh, yeah.
This is the first I hear of it.
I know. I like to lie about my age, so I like to think my vagina's 25.
Yeah. You know, my vagina's been 25 for like many years.
Exactly.
But okay, so what can we do to keep it nice and healthy? I know we put like lotions and creams on our faces or Botox, I've heard.
Yeah, you can do, well, you can do all sorts of things. There are many ways to tighten the skin down there. A common one is like a radio frequency skin tightening. We offer like a concept like Thermiva. We also do like a Vivive treatment. So just depending on where you're trying to tighten the skin. So there's the internal wall that gets loose after childbirth and, you know, as you age as well, and especially after menopause, things like that. But then on the external, what people don't realize is where that stimulation point comes from, where the clitoris is.
Yes.
You know, the hood that we like to call it. That area, as you age, your skin kind of starts to cover that up a bit. And so when you do retracting skin tightening treatments, it pulls that back and it exposes that area, making it more stimulated and feeling a little friskier as you even walk around the house.
Right, so as we're getting that younger, we could also make ourselves look sexy with some cute lingerie.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So what I love about lingerie is I feel like when you put it on, you just kind of, it magnetizes, you know, you create this energy, right? So I think for a long time too, we've looked at lingerie from like the male gaze, but we've never looked at it as the purpose of for us and how it makes us feel. And so we have our nude bras, we have our black bras, we have our everyday bras, but what about the fun stuff? You know, what about like doing black lace? I mean, nobody would know, you know, under what we're wearing if we had something like that.
But we know.
We know, right?
We know.
Yes, and that makes all the difference.
So it automatically kind of gives us that confidence, we feel sexy. But what about those women? Because I do know women, they're like, I would never wear a G-string. Like, so uncomfortable. What is that about? My husband wants me, you know, to wear this skimpy outfit. I feel so, you know, uncomfortable.
There's so many options. So that's the great thing is if you don't want to do a G-string, do a thong or do like a sexy high-waist vintage where it's very sheer, where you're getting the lace, you're seeing the skin underneath, but you don't necessarily have the string right there.
But I think it's also about size and fitting the way that it fits. And I know
100%.
I'm a big fan of Top Drawer Lingerie, and I know that she does some amazing work, but the truth is, there is something for everyone.
Yes.
And you usually end up not even realizing that it's there. Like, you kind of get habituated to it. So yeah, maybe the first time you wear a thong or something, but after that it kind of it becomes a part of you.
I believe it. Doctor,
it
what
does.
about like maybe top 3 things you would tell somebody that you're seeing they're saying, you know what, our sex life is gone. We don't feel it anymore. What are the top 3 things that they should do to work together as a couple?
100%. I talk all about it in my book, The 4 Intimacy Styles. You have to discover and maybe rediscover why sex is important to you. If you have trouble answering that question, there might be something deeper going on. You maybe have lost touch with what intimacy means to you. And something as simple as, either listening to my book or reading it can help you to become much more in tune with all the different ways that sex is important. The other thing is to define sex. Because sometimes if it's a moving target, or if you don't even really know that y'all are talking about the same thing, it's hard to get motivated to work towards that goal of having more of it or having more satisfying versions of it.
Yes.
And then lastly, don't forget that your partner is not a fixed, he's not or she's not a permanent fixture in your life.
Right.
Treat them like they could be gone tomorrow, or if you don't honor them, admire them, respect them, and nurture your relationship, then they probably shouldn't stay. So really don't treat them as if they're a permanent fixture.
Right. That's wonderful. And we're going to dive right into it when we come back. More about your book, more about the lingerie. And I'm really interested on what we can do as women, but what about men? Let's check that out. Coming up next.
We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.
We're back talking about intimacy and everything that goes in the bedroom, keeping it hot and spicy. We got our guests, Kat, Frida, and Dr. V, and you were talking about your book and how you're coaching couples, Doctor.
Yeah, so when it comes to working in talk therapy, one of the top things that I work on is helping couples to understand if their issue is relational, if it's something that's an internalized issue with maybe low desire. And of course, I'm not a medical doctor, so I tend to refer out when it comes to anything that could possibly be dealing with hormones. But regardless of whether or not they're experiencing an actual medical issue that causes low desire, it has a relational effect. And that impact is something that could be something that they've been dealing with for years, or since the kids, or even in just the past few months. And that disconnect can eke out into the different parts of your relationship and, of course, your life.
And talking about hormones, we were talking about, like, there's the vaginal rejuvenation, there are the creams. What about men? Is there something that they could be doing, or how does...
Absolutely. Well, first of all, men need to love women in lingerie.
Period.
Yes, exactly.
Period.
Thank you very much. The thing about hormones, they're very tricky, okay? And I even got to a point in my relationship where my sex drive just kind of went non-existent. And my boyfriend was the same. And I thought, this is just odd. Like, we used to be very spicy all the time, and then all of a sudden, it's 8:30, let's go to bed. And that's not very much fun at all. And then I started doing hormone pelleting at our clinic. And I pelleted him, I pelleted myself, and then the next thing you know, I was like, holy cow. I mean, seriously, you're like a dog in heat. I mean, you're just like, I'm ready to go, baby. So now we've actually scheduled it to where we pellet around the same time as each other, so that way one doesn't want it more than the other.
The couple that pellets together.
Stays together.
But what exactly do they take? Or, like, what do you do if I'm in that situation?
So hormone pelleting is like testosterone. For women, it's testosterone and estrogen sometimes as well, just depending on what they need, okay? We've had so many clients that have come in and have said flat out, it's just changed their relationship. But they're still needing some more stimulation down there. So we have things like Scream Creams, which is... Now, everybody knows about exactly. Everybody knows about that little blue pill that the man can take, right?
Yes.
Well, women have the option of taking something now as well. This is a cream base, though, of a Viagra, okay, where you actually apply it topically to the clitoris to help bring blood flow and stimulation in.
Now, is that edible? I'm just asking for the people.
I had a question about that from a friend of mine once, actually. The pharmacist told me it is, but however, it can cause a stiff tongue.
Well, it's either or. You can't have it all, people. You can't have it.
No, but you apply it about 30 minutes before, and apparently it can also be reapplied if needed. you know, but it does make a huge impact to your orgasm. I mean, it really just, woo, you're like, wow, this is fantastic.
But that's for the female,
That's
so
for
the
the
female
female,
orgasm is
but
going to
believe it
feel
or
more,
not,
but the men too?
Yeah, the men have gotten a little bit on themselves and found it was pretty nice too. But yeah, there's a few other options for men when it comes to that. I mean, they've got Viagras, they've got Slindellas, they've got, you know, all the different things. But there's also PRP shots, you know, so there's PRP shots for men that help to basically build collagen around the penis and give it a
platelet-rich
platelet-rich plasma. Exactly. So where we take the blood, we spin it down.
Yes.
Then we inject it all the way around. Okay. So it gives the penis more girth. It makes it a little bit firmer, you know, and then also gives them a stronger ejaculation.
Wow.
You know, so it's great for both. You know,
That's
I think.
amazing.
Yes. So it's quite interesting. That's called the P shot. Is kind of what the coined phrase is.
Take
and
note.
they have one for women too, where they'll
that's
go in
wonderful.
and do the same thing around the vaginal canal. They can go up towards the pelvic floor, right into the G spot, inject it right in the G spot, and then right underneath the clitoris, kind of pushing that clitoris up there, and again causing a lot more stimulation, which has been termed by a medical doctor as the O shot.
Right,
But
right.
I call it the oh my shot.
And that's a win-win
You
for
know?
both, you know, the women and the men.
Yes.
But I want to talk to Frida, and that's going to come next. We're talking about lingerie and all those sexy sets for women. I also want to dig into men. You know, do men come and ask about this? Are they buying the lingerie? Are they picking it up?
Absolutely.
Don't tell me right now, because coming up next, it's all about the sexy lingerie. Ay, papá. Ahí nos vemos. It's getting real sexy tonight, and with us we have our lingerie stylist, Frida Mo. And Frida, talk to us about those women that perhaps are a little bit uncomfortable to go extra sexy. What are their options?
Yeah, so I think we've got some great options. Obviously with lingerie, we can kind of baby step it first. We don't have to go directly into like dominatrix style or anything. But I love just kind of something like this here. This is by Natori. This is, so the gown is a beautiful silk with the matching robe. Or we even have something like this here. This one is actually going to have some bust support on top.
And that's important for the bigger busted women out there.
And I find that that is actually an issue too, because if we have clients that are fuller bust, sometimes they don't feel comfortable because they don't feel like they're being supported. So anything we can do to help make you comfortable, we can find you something like that.
And that's cute. You know, it's still a little mini. It's very sexy without going overboard. But I see a little see-through over here.
It's getting a little sexy. This is one of my favorite bras. I love this. So if you look here, this is actually a sheer lace, but it's very supportive.
Beautiful.
And that's actually gonna blend under your t-shirts. Even though it's got some texture to it, we just paired it here with a boy short panty and a beautiful robe in that color story. And there you go, you have an everyday option that also doubles as something very sexy.
And that's important too, because we are wearing that during the day. And we had mentioned about feeling sexy and then coming home, but it's still very, very sensual for walking around the house.
You're just manifesting that energy.
Okay, for women like me who are maybe not afraid to show a little extra, what do we have?
All right, well, I got something for you here. I love this.
Oh, that's sexy.
This is by Lee Charmel. We do have a thong option for this, but I pulled a high waist panty. You know what we were talking about before? Doing a sheer black lace, because look, you can see everything
and you know what, I think that also a lot of women make that mistake, that thinking that less is going to be just sexier, and sometimes getting a little bit of that, ooh, let me see, let's hide the mystery behind it makes it that much more sexier for men.
Absolutely. Now, if we want to step it up just a little bit, okay, we're going to go into something like this.
Ooh.
Look at this gorgeous color.
I love this.
Love it. This would look so good on your skin tone too.
Yeah, I love this,
Now we've got a little surprise. So if I turn this around, it's actually completely open back here.
Wait a minute, did they forget to put the cloth? Where's the material? Where did it go?
You know how crotchless panties were like all the rage for like the last 15, 20 years? It's gone to the Aubert style.
So it's
which
the
means
buttless
open.
panty now.
The buttless panty. Absolutely.
It's the show the line panty.
Exactly.
Well,
so you can wear this and walk in, and then you can just turn around and boom. There it is.
That is very sexy. I hadn't seen that. Okay, what about...
Now we're going to step it up.
See, I love
Even
this.
a little bit more.
Now we're talking my language. I love
Love
this. Where's the whip, baby?
Love it. So this is by Bordel. They're a brand out of London that specializes in all this like super strappy, very sexy.
It's almost like a choker.
It is.
I love
it is, yes.
Okay.
And so I love this because you can even take this piece right here and you could even wear it over like a t-shirt or a white blouse.
Yes.
For your everyday, again, to give you just that like lingerie vibe, get you in the mood. When you go home, put the rest of it on.
Yes, I like that. Do you see
yes.
a lot of women maybe getting this for, you know, special occasions, anniversaries?
Absolutely,
or
and then
maybe-
also for boudoir shoots.
Oh, that is.
Yes, so I love that. I love me a good boudoir shoot because it's just capturing you like in your beauty and your elegance and just turning it into art.
So for people or women
Yes.
out there that want to go see you, I know that you're at a store in Houston. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I work at Top for Lingerie. We actually, right now, the best lingerie store in America. We've won the award 6 times. I am a bra fitter there along with my fabulous coworkers. And so come in, we can get you styled for lingerie. It's in Uptown Park, very centrally located. I also have my own Instagram page, @FittedByFrida. Frida is F-R-I-E-D-A, where I talk about lingerie, bra fitting, just being comfortable in your own skin.
And what's the biggest mistake that women do when you think that you're, you know, a 34 C or D, and then you go in there, you fit us, and you're like, oh no, you're actually a D. You know, it's wearing the wrong size.
Absolutely. So I think people just their idea of breasts and bras, it's just a little bit skewed. Everybody thinks that, you know, double D, triple D is kind of the biggest, but the bra alphabet actually goes up to P.
Wow.
Cup right now. Yes.
Wow, okay.
Absolutely. So there's so many more sizes and it's really important. There's over 200 different bra sizes. So why would you fit into just the 30 that are mainstream?
Frida, I heard you guys have a little giveaway, and I know Dr. V is here to tell us all about it.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
All right, so we have this gorgeous scantily bodysuit. Love this because if you're kind of a little bit nervous, if you've had kids, you have a little bit of a tummy, this is going to cover that. It's also got bust support here. Look how sexy open. And then you also have easy access. You can open from here too.
Yes, and
Yes.
what I love about this piece in particular is that you can wear it under a blazer.
Yes.
You can class it up. It can go from work to night, have a little
Absolutely.
cocktail, have
So
a little
how do we
nightcap.
whip this? How do I take this home?
Head over to our Instagrams and make sure you're following us. We'll give you all the details. The thing that I love about this bodysuit is you can wear it under a blazer and go from day to night. No problem.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. All sizes
is.
included?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, up to 2X. So this is also designed to fit up to an L cup. So if you're bustier, do not worry about this. This has got you. This is going to give you all the support. And then like Dr. V said, you can just put a cute pair of jeans with it. Wear it out.
I love this.
Yeah.
Well, this is making me a little thirsty, so we're gonna head over to the bar with our friend Will, who's got some other drink that he's making. Okay, bring it on. We're behind the bar with my friend Will from Kiss Restaurant, and we're about to
Back that glass up.
That's right. I heard you got another drink for us.
Well, obviously, yes, I got some drinks for you, baby.
Woo, I love it. See, you need to come here every show. What are we gonna drink?
Okay, this drink is called a Thank Me Later. It kind of goes into your segment that you had today. You know, by the time you end up drinking this, you'll be thanking somebody later, I'm sure. So with this drink is based on, it's got a peach rosemary. It has a mango flavor. It's got a little fruity and citrus flavor in it. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty off the chain. I'm sure you'll like it.
Now, is it gonna be really strong, or for the people that maybe don't like those really strong drinks, can you make it a little bit more?
Yeah, I can make it a little medium. It's kind of the drinks that will sneak up on you after you have about 2 or 3. But it's still the perfect version of it.
Well, I mean, anything will sneak up on you after you have 2 or 3. I'm just saying, you know, it could be anything. But tell us a little bit about what you do at Kiss Restaurant. I want to know what's happening over there.
Okay, so at Kiss, I am the bar manager at Kiss. As you can see, it says Kiss Vibe Dining. It's exactly what it means. So you come in, it's a great environment. We have a DJ every night. We have special nights for shows. We have Tuesday and Wednesday is date night. You come in, you have a specially curated menu by our chef Keenan. On Thursday nights, we have ladies' night. We have half off on some drinks, half off on some appetizers. And of course, Friday and Saturday, that's when the get down gets down. That's when we have-
let's get down with these drinks, because I'm thirsty.
I got you, man.
I don't know, you know, we were talking about feeling sexy in the bedroom. What do you think about men wearing lingerie?
I get a couple of pieces.
You know, we don't judge. I think that's kind of cute. I think men forget that it's not just about the women. And yes, we have beautiful bodies, and yes, we look that. But as women, we also like to see our men a little.
I agree. I think we need to focus on you guys too a little bit more. You know.
I don't know. I need to talk to Frida and see what she's got going on over there with the elephants and all those other things that I've seen on social media.
Oh yeah, Frida, you can let me know, Frida. So
okay,
let's
this
have
is
a little
the
bit
thank me
of
later.
This is the thank
it
me
has
later.
the okay, it has the
Little
mango,
rosemary.
little rosemary.
And a little peach flavor.
Oh, okay. Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers. And I want my ladies to join us. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Cheers,
Will,
ladies.
Dr. V, Kat, Frida, and we're gonna see you next time. We gotta enjoy these. Salud.
Missed out on the nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we gotta keep the conversation flowing.
If you're confident in yourself, who can stop you?
Ding dong, titties.
We're not looking to hurt the sisters.
Gotcha.
But you know, we can get men pretty big.
Why do I look disgusting?
No!
Also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
Tag it in. Join us weeknights on Fox 26 at 11:30 and anytime on Fox Soul.